Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and today we got 4 new episodes, or well, it's 2, but essentially 4 new episodes of Star vs. the Forces of Evil today. So if somehow you weren't aware, that's out, so go watch that, obviously, before watching this video. So today, this video is going to be talking about Moon Remembers, and the next video is going to be talking about Swimsuit, and so on. I am splitting this into 4 separate videos because they are 4 essentially separate episodes, 4 10-minute segment episodes, and they all talk about stuff that's different from one another, so I can't just group them together. Well, I could, but it makes more sense to separate them out. So you probably will see my videos coming out like every hour or something, because I'll edit, upload, and then edit the next one. I won't edit them all. So yeah, that's kind of just the way that this is going to go. But that's kind of where we're at right now. And because I have to make 4 separate videos today, I'm mainly going to be talking about, I made a list of bullet points that I'm going to kind of go through and discuss and elaborate on for each of these episodes. So I'm not going to be like talking about the general gist of the episode too much. I'm going to be focusing on the main bullet points that I wrote down and then going from there. And the bullet points I'll try to make in chronological order as much as possible, so it will make more sense based on how the episode flow is. So starting off with Moon Remembers, we learn that Moon is gaining her memory back little by little. It's definitely not instant, but it seems to be happening fairly quickly. So we can expect that her memory will be fully back relatively soon. I don't think it's going to take super long for her memory to come all the way back. And we also learn that Moon is just warming up to monsters and humans being together. It seems like she was never really against it, but it is something that she said that she never thought she'd see, so she does have to get used to it and warm up to it, you know, like everybody else is in just the whole area. Everybody's warming up to being in a huge, culturally different area and things like that. Now, one thing I noticed sporadically throughout the episode is Moon seems to be more fun. Now, I don't know if that's just because before we always just saw her doing her queen duties and things like that, but it is interesting seeing this more fun side to Moon, where she's like, hey, let's race, or yeah, let's play the guitar, or something like that. So that's just interesting to see that side of Moon we've never really seen before. When Moon and Eclipsa first meet again, Eclipsa is crying, and we can see that she missed Moon. Eclipsa was sincerely sorry for what she had done to Moon, because the last thing that Moon remembers of Eclipsa, or, well, doesn't necessarily remember, but the last thing that Eclipsa remembers of Moon is blocking Moon's spell attacking Meteora, and then after that, Moon just flew away to the magic dimension. And Eclipsa was sorry for that. She was sincerely sorry for what she had done as far as that. And that is interesting to see. Now, when Moon sees Globgor for the first time, she's not super mad. She reacts pretty rationally, she thinks it through, and she understands Eclipsa's side of the argument. And for what we see, Moon doesn't appear to be, super angry or super scared. We don't really know too much at all. Now, there are some emotions that Moon probably has in her head and things like that. She's just not expressing those emotions, and those emotions I'm sure we'll learn about in a later episode, but for right now, she's just being mature about the whole thing, and that partially is probably because her memory isn't fully back and she doesn't remember everything about it, but also her memory seems to be coming back fairly easily when she sees things, like when Star mentioned Ludo, she was like, oh yeah, I remember him, pretty quickly. So it doesn't take a lot to get her memory back, and just this glimpse of Globgor probably refreshed her memory pretty well. Now, one thing that I did want to mention at the dinner table, it might not be super important, but Glossaryck says that Meteora's teeth grew in fast. Now, that could just be him saying that because, like, oh yeah, let's just encourage the baby or whatever. Or it could be like Meteora's growing up fast and we will see her age quicker than we would see most babies. And that could be an important plot point later on throughout this season. Now, cutting forward just a little bit, Moon cut the dinner short. And okay, if we're being honest, we all should know why she did this. It's because the episode is within a 10-minute time frame and they couldn't just finish the dinner on screen. And that's why Moon just, seemed to cut the dinner short so that they could fit it within this 10-minute time frame. But that's not really the important thing to take away here. Moon is deciding to leave and go with River away because Moon does not trust Eclipsa. And a lot of things are pointing to, hey, Eclipsa might not be so good, because this is the second time we've seen a character kind of question Eclipsa. The first time was Glossaric in the first episode of Season 4. He said maybe that was a mistake too. And that's really big because we're starting to get these things where it's like, hey, maybe Eclipsa isn't such good of a queen or something like that. And I will discuss this more in my next video on Swimsuit because there's a lot more things to talk about in that episode regarding that. So definitely go watch that video when it's out. But it is interesting to see that not only Glossaric questions Eclipsa, but also Moon, and that's interesting to see. And Moon also does mention that she disagrees with Star's decision to hand the kingdom over to Eclipsa. Moon doesn't appear to be mad about it because Star was queen, she made the decision, it's done, but Moon is personally against it. And Moon and everybody questioning this might eventually lead Star to start questioning Eclipsa too. So that's just something that you might want to look for a little bit, is Star's opinion on Eclipsa starting to change? And that might be something that we see little hints throughout the show before Star coming to like a big realization or something like that. And then at the very end of the episode, Moon and Star seem to separate. And this is really sad for Star because she just got Moon back and she's already seeing her leave again. And that's just kind of sad if you think about it, but at the end of the day, it's not like they don't know where Moon is. Moon's just going away, living a normal life, and Star's choosing to stay with Eclipsa. So we will see Moon again in the future, specifically Down by the River, which is airing next week, but it is sad to see Star and Moon separate after they spent multiple episodes just focusing on Star finding Moon. So that's definitely interesting to see, and it's sad. But anyway guys, that's really the main bullet points I have written down for Moon Remembers. Again, I will talk about the other 3 episodes essentially in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Probably in an hour to 2 hours the next video will be out. Of course, that is if you have the notifications turned on for when the videos actually get posted. But if you did enjoy this video, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this. And yeah, let's go ahead and go record the next video. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
A spinal injury!